Hello friends, this video on Force and Laws of Motion Part 9 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. Let us look at problem number 10. It says an object of mass 100 kg is accelerated uniformly from a velocity of 5 meter per second to 10 meter to 8 meter per second in 6 seconds. Okay, so you have an object of mass 100 kgs. So initial velocity was 5 meter per second, final velocity is 8 meters per second, and in how much time this increase in velocity took place? 6 seconds. So we have to calculate the initial momentum. We have to also calculate the final momentum. And we also have to calculate the magnitude of the force. So what would be the initial momentum? Mass into velocity, mass into initial velocity rather. So that will be equal to 100 into 5, that is equal to 500 kg meter per second. Now let us calculate the final momentum, which will be equal to mass into final velocity, which is equal to 100 into 8, that is equal to 800 kg meter per second. Then we have to calculate the force exerted. So force is given by mass into acceleration. So mass is given, acceleration is not given. So for acceleration, we will make use of the first equation of motion, that is V is equal to U plus AT. So from this we can say A is equal to V minus U divided by T, that is equal to 8 minus 5 divided by 6, which is equal to 0.5 meter per second square. So therefore force is equal to mass into acceleration, which is equal to 100 into 0.5, that is equal to 50 newtons. So this is the magnitude of the force exerted on the object. Let us look at problem 11. It says, how much momentum will a dumbbell of mass 10 kgs transfer to the floor if it falls from a height of 80 centimeters? Take its downward acceleration to be 10 meter per second square. So in this case, the mass of the dumbbell is given as 10 kgs. It falls from a height of 80 centimeters. That means the distance that it covered is 80 centimeters, which is equal to 0.8 meters. What is the acceleration of the dumbbell? It is 10 meter per second square. Initial velocity is equal to 0, and we have to calculate the final velocity, because we have to calculate how much momentum will it transfer to the floor. That means it will transfer to the floor only when it will reach the floor. That means the final velocity we should know. Only then we can calculate the momentum. So how do we calculate the final velocity? Using the third equation, that is v square is equal to u square plus 2as. So from this we can say v square is equal to 0 plus 2 into a into s. So this is equal to 16. So v is equal to 4 meter per second. So this is the velocity when it reaches the floor. Therefore, the momentum that it will transfer to the floor will be equal to the product of mass and velocity. So mass is 10 kgs and velocity is 4 meter per second. So this would be 40 kg meter per second. Right? Okay. The problem says two persons managed to push a motor car of mass 1200 kg at a uniform velocity along a level road. The same motor car can be pushed by 3 persons to produce an acceleration of 0.2 meter per second square. With what force does each person push the motor car? So what's happening here? Let us suppose you have this motor car. So in the first case, there are 2 persons who are trying to push this motor car, right? Such that this motor car of mass 1200 kg is moving at a uniform velocity along this road, right? In the second, so this is my first scenario. In the second scenario, what happens? The same motor car is now being pushed by 3 persons, right? To produce an acceleration of 0.2 meter per second square. Now in the first case, it was moving with a uniform velocity. That means acceleration was 0. But in this case, when 3 people are giving force to this, or when 3 people are trying to push this motor car, in this case the acceleration is 0.2 meter per second square. So we have to find out the force that with which each person is pushing the motor car. So let us first consider case 1. In the first case, what happens? Here, force given by 2 people. Since the net acceleration is 0, what does that mean? The net force acting on this motor car is equal to 0, right? That's what we studied. From Newton's second law, we know that if acceleration is 0, your net force has to be 0. Net force 0 means the total force given by these 2 persons will be equal and opposite to the force of friction, which is acting in the opposite direction, right? So we can say that force given by 2 persons will be equal to the force of friction which will be exerted by the road on the vehicle, right? In the second case, what happens? In the second case, the force given by 3 people is greater than the force of friction. Now, since this force is greater than the force of friction, that is why the motor vehicle is moving with some acceleration. That means its velocity is increasing, right? So that means this force given by 3 people is greater than the force of friction. Now, by how much this force is greater than the force of friction? So we can say that F minus the frictional force is equal to the net force that is acting on this vehicle. So that will be equal to mass of the vehicle into the acceleration of the vehicle, right? What is the mass of the vehicle? It is given as 1200 kgs. And what is the acceleration? The acceleration produced in this case is 0.2 meter per second square. So this comes out to be 240 newtons. So that means this 240 Newton is the extra amount of force which has been provided in case 2. Now in case 2, what was the extra thing? 1 person was extra, right? That means each person applies, and in the first part it says that each of the persons are giving the same amount of force. That's what is mentioned in the problem, that assume that all persons push the motor car with the same muscular effort. Therefore, we can say that each person pushes the motor car with a force of 240 newtons, right? You understood the difference? In the first case, 2 people were there. In the second case, 3 people were there. But because of this extra 1 person, the motor car is moving with an acceleration of 0.2 meter per second square. So this extra force which is given by this 1 person is mass into acceleration, which is equal to 240 newtons. So we can say that each person is giving a force of 240 newtons. Thank you. Please visit examfear.com to watch free educational videos, try free online tests, get the best quality study materials, study from the best tutors and mentors, and much more. Thank you once again.